And this is actually one of their carnival games. It's kind of like a merry-go-round. A very rustic one, but what they use is a merry-go-round. And we are all jumping on and spinning it and holding on. And it's made out of rebar, so it really hurts your hands to hold on. Unless you hold on to the pipe, but that's a little bit trickier. And we had quite a few of us on there at one point. And yeah, it was fun. And here's the school, the front of it, and yeah, you can see how it's Juniata Mennonite School in Jamaica, so it's kind of cool. This is, on the left is their kitchen area where they cook the meals for the kids, and then on the right is their classroom. And then that's the teacher's desk. And on the right is their playground. It's really like just a swing. And the swings weren't exactly level. At least the one wasn't. I'm kind of sitting cockeyed there. I'm not doing that on purpose. And there's the teacher with the 3 teachers that went along with our group. And these kids were down there playing earlier when we got there. That's like their community park, and that's where they have their fair. And so these kids, they were all like, well, most of them were probably our age or like college-age kids, and they're just down there playing. And first they started out, they were just doing like flips and seeing who could outdo each other. And then they started playing like rugby, or, well, what they called rugby. It wasn't exactly rugby. It was like football. But they were playing with a rock. It actually flew. And we took it down there, and we offered to play with them and showed them this, and they just like were surprised at how this bottle works so much better than a rock. And so we got to play with them. And we played with them for like 15, 20 minutes. And a lot of them were really good. They're fast. It's crazy. But it was a lot of fun. And then on the 3rd work day, we went back to Cambridge. And you can see they got more done than what was done the first day. And on the right, there's a giant rock that we found in the corner. So we had to bust that out. It ended up being like this big. It was like 200-some pounds probably. It was huge. And then this is their beef patty. Not exactly what we think of as a beef patty here. And then it's like, I guess it's beef. It's ground beef into like a pastry, and then you can either eat it like I did, or you can put it in that giant bun and eat it with the bun. But it was good. It was different, but it was good.
Yeah, some things took forever to eat. Some were really dry.
And then after, we've only worked a short day that day because they had a local market where we were staying, and we went there so that we could help, that when we bought stuff, we'd help the people in the local area so that they could help the area get better. And you can see how they have all kinds of stuff set up. A lot of it was clothing.
They're very competitive in getting you to buy from them. I found that out.
There's some more of the clothing fabric set up on the left, and there's a flower on the right. It was cool. And then on Tuesday, we got to go to the beach. So that was cool. You can see on the left, you can see there's a water trampoline out there. And you can just look out at the beach, and as the water gets blue, darker, And there we all are on the trampoline, which really wasn't much of a trampoline since it sits on water, it doesn't bounce. But it was fun. We all just sat there like a bunch of bums, but yeah, the water is really blue and it's nice. And then Mom got the picture. I don't know how well you can see the fish in it, but she walked out the wood cement dock pier thing that they had and got that picture. And then we got one of the parents bought a volleyball at the store there, I guess. And we all went over and played beach volleyball, which is a lot harder than regular volleyball because sand moves. There's some of the coconut trees there. They were everywhere, and they were really pretty. And then there's Mom and I in front of one of a group there, and there's another one on the right, looking out over the ocean. And then after we were done at the beach playing tourist, we decided we went to the market in the city of Montego Bay. And this was a big market. You can see there's not just one row on the left, but you can see they all sell like hand-carved stuff, and it's just really impressive to see how much work would go into that, and just to see how good it looks. And then this is at our church, this is the school kids that we were doing VBS for. They called them together and set them up. You can see they fill up the tables pretty good. And yeah, there were just a bunch of them as they were getting ready for VBS. Then we brought them inside to do our Bible lesson. Me and the one kid are there on the left giving our lesson, and their kids are sitting there. And then on another girl and of the other two girls gave a lesson. And there I am with some of the kids sitting in the pew listening, not listening at that point, we were afterwards. And then this was one of their crafts. They like to color, and we took Sharpies and got them to like put their name and that on it, and draw a picture on these washcloths that they could take home and use if they wanted to. So they were happy to do that because they like their coloring. And then on the fourth day, these pictures are kind of out of order. On the right-hand side was a pile of stone that we moved up from the bottom of the mountain, basically, and we bucketed it the whole way up to that point there. And it took, I don't know how long, but we worked at that all day. So, and then on the left, it was actually at lunchtime, so it's not exactly in order, but yeah. And then these pictures are up top at where the cement cistern is gonna go. You can see on the left there's dug out there. It's kind of like a footer. That's where the cistern is gonna go. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the right there's a metal pipe that runs down through. That's where the water is currently being pumped down to the village. The water is really cold. It's kind of nice and refreshing. And there's another picture of the pipe going down the mountain. And then on the right, there's one of the trees that's kind of just growing every which way and really cool looking. And this was our last meal, last supper. We had breakfast the morning before we left. But I think it was some kind of stewed chicken and rice, which we had chicken and rice every night. Some kind of chicken. And they did have fried chicken, which was really good. And I think I'm not exact, I think that's kind of the salad.
The fresh veggies salad.
Yeah, it's kind of a salad, but not like we think it would be, but it tasted good. And then here's on the left is one of the girls sitting, getting her hair done. And on the right, there it is after she's done. And on on the left, here in the pink is Phyllis. She was kind of the person in charge of where we were staying. She helped get everything ready for us and make sure everything was done on time. And in the white there is Marva. She was helping, and she would go along with us on our work projects and help. And they're both really funny. They're good people. And then on the right are the cooks, and the little boy is actually Marva's boy. And there's another picture of Marva and us the night before we left. And then on the right, picture of the airport as we're driving to it. We stopped to get a picture of the ocean and the airport as we were heading to the airport. There's another picture of like the control center at the airport, and then a picture of the ocean. I guess that was it.
All right, so that's our presentation. We thank you for sending us and listening to our story as we came back. If you have any questions, you can see us after the service. Thank you very much.